Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, comrades, friends, people I barely like, welcome to the Center Podcast. So, I wanted to talk to you guys about Hakeem Jeffries. So, I don't agree with a lot of what Hakeem Jeffries says. I mean, I do in that he has some democratic progressive views I can appreciate. Um, but for the most part, he is constantly attacking progressives. He's constantly fighting to keep progressives out of influencing, or he's trying to keep progressives from influencing the Democratic Party. He created an entire super PAC dedicated to it. But every once in a while, Hakeem gets something right. Now, what am I talking about? There seems to be this conversation about how Democrats don't do things for black people. I've said it before. I've said it in past videos. Referred to go check out my Jim Clyburn video if you get a shot. Um, However, he makes a very good point in pointing out some of the differences between what the Democrats care about and want, and some of the culture stuff, the culture war stuff that Republicans say can't seem to get away from. Um, we're gonna take a look at that. So ultimately, we're looking at it because he went and had a speech. A speech. He went and spoke regarding Adam Schiff getting censured by House Republicans. What does this ultimately mean? The House censures Schiff over his role in investigating Donald Trump, the New York Times reports. The move by the GOP led House was the first in what could be a series of votes seeking to punish those whom Republicans have deemed enemies of the party, or pretty much people who try to hold Trump accountable. That's what they're talking about. What does this mean to censure somebody? Well, it just means that the ethics committee will investigate the comments he made about Donald Trump in a formal, and they'll just create a formal statement of a disapproval. I'm assuming that this is like tarnishing his reputation to some degree, but you know, so I mean, I think he can't speak on the House floor or something like that. I think that may have something to do with it, but ultimately, Hakeem goes to speak on behalf of our dear brother Adam Schiff for pretty much holding him accountable during the January 6 rallies. That's pretty much what this is over. But we're going to take a look see.
Extreme MAGA Republicans. Well, House Democrats will continue to focus like a laser beam on building an economy that grows the middle class. At the same time, it will continue to be important that we point out the extremism of the House Republican Conference. These are people who are extreme on reproductive freedom. We believe in a woman's freedom to make her own reproductive health care decisions. Extreme MAGA Republicans want to impose a nationwide ban. House Democrats want to strengthen and protect Social Security. Extreme MAGA Republicans want to end Social Security and Medicare as we know it.
Okay, now that is an actual fact. This is what I'm talking about when I say that there is a difference between Republicans and Democrats. Say, oh, Daryl, you being a show for the Democrats. Oh, Daryl, you carrying water for the Democrats. No, it is very clear what Republicans want and don't want, and what they're cool with allowing happen to working class and poor people, and what Democrats want. Now they don't always do everything we want them to do, and they definitely don't don't do shit for black people like they should. But is a huge difference from what we're looking at happening within the Republican Party
House
and what they
Democrats
want.
believe in democracy. Extreme MAGA Republicans continue to peddle the big lie that the
Another
2020
fact.
election was stolen. And in fact, side with the insurrectionists who have tried to overthrow American democracy.
Another fact. Now, again, I can't say that I'm a huge fan of Hakeem Jeffries, but he is pointing out some very clear differences that I see no lies about.
House Democrats are fighting hard to do something about the gun violence epidemic in America, including by passing universal criminal background check legislation. Extreme MAGA Republicans support flooding our communities with weapons of war that in some cases have been used to shred children in their classroom. So
Mm.
there will be an opportunity for House Democrats to continue to present our vision of putting people over politics and focusing on the economy and reproductive freedom and gun safety and defending democracy and protecting and strengthening Social Security versus what the extreme MAGA Republicans are doing in trying to take this country in a very different direction.
You know, I said on my last video that I did that, man, Democrats, give me something to put up here to give you credit. And damn it if I can't give my brother Hakeem from New York City credit. Cause no lies. No lies at all. Here's what we're offering. This is what they are trying to do. Here's what we need to do. Here's what they want to do. I mean, on the gun rights issue, there's some Republicans, and this is mostly just Republicans, that just say they don't even want universal background checks. Why? There are, and he painted it with such a very clear brush. They are using these weapons of war to shred children in their classrooms, and we are not passing legislation to fix that. I mean, could we have done a little better with the minority leader and picked a more friendlier ally to the progressive movement? Yes, but in this instance, I'm glad we got a pit bull. So, like, comment, subscribe. Keep checking out our videos. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys so much for holding us down. As you can see, we went back into the wife's office. It's just kind of cold and rainy outside, and my shed don't really got no heat. Great to podcast in, but I just got an AC in there. And when it gets too cold, I just can't really. But much love. Next video.